Hey there guys, this is Scott at ISU Guy 2011 coming at you. Got a contest video response for you. It is for Willis at Jokin' Agents contest. He has one going on right now. Asking you to name your 3 favorite offensive and 3 favorite defensive 49ers. And I assume he meant the current roster. Maybe he meant all time. That'd definitely be hard to choose, but I'm going to do current roster. For the let's start with defense. I'll start with the defensive side. First off, I got to throw Patrick Willis on there. He's, in my opinion, the best middle linebacker in the game right now. He is very, very dominant. He can play pretty much any position as a middle linebacker they ask him. So he can play run stop. He can blitz when he's asked to. He's not asked to blitz too often, but he can do that. Dominant run stopper, and he's also very good in pass coverage. He's asked a lot with teams that have a very strong or dominant tight end. He's asked to cover them for a majority of the game. I've seen that happen quite a bit, and quite often he's able to keep them in check. So that's awesome to have that. We don't have to use a safety or use up a nickel corner or somebody trying to defend a tight end. We can put Willis on there, and he's fast enough and big enough to defend. I'm going to have to throw Justin Smith in there. He is just a beast. He's awesome. He's so big and strong and has such a high motor. He's 100% every play, and he creates so much for the rest of the team. He doesn't get the glory numbers that often. He doesn't get many sacks, but that's because he can take up a tackle and a guard, control them, and make holes for his linebackers in the 3-4 to get through and get those sacks. That's how Aldon Smith gets so many of them. Those two work great in tandem, and you can see how it dropped off when Justin Smith wasn't on the field at the end of last year. The third one, if he was still on the team he left in this offseason, I would throw Isaac Sopoaga on there, our nose tackle. I think he was very underrated and unheralded. He was a pretty good nose tackle. He did his job. He opened up a lot of lanes for our linebackers too. But since he's not there, I'm going to have to go with Navarro Bowman. I said Patrick Willis is the best in my opinion. Navarro Bowman's not far behind him. That guy can play some football too. And having those two in the middle of our defense makes it scary for any team coming in with their running game. They have to try and get through those two guys anytime they go up the middle, and both of them can run sideline to sideline. So great to have them. Offensive side of the ball, I got to start with the obvious one, Frank Gore. He's been so stellar for the team. He was good in the down years. He's good in the up years for the 49ers. He's just been the model of consistency for the team. And he's a 49ers all-time leading rusher now. He's the all-time leading rushing touchdown scorer now for the 49ers. And just got to have him on the list. Let's put Vernon Davis on there too. I remember watching that draft, the 06 draft, I believe it was, and just had my fingers crossed that the 49ers would take Vernon Davis. That's who I had him pegged at. I wanted them to take Vernon Davis, because I thought with his speed and his size, he would be a nightmare for teams to cover. Sure enough, he has been. He's had some down years, some up years. I think he's going to have a huge year this year. The third one I'll throw on there, not many people are going to have. I'm going to go with Carter Bykowski. He is a 7th round pick in this year's draft. He is a offensive tackle out of Iowa State University, the Cyclones. And the reason I pick him, of course, is I went to Iowa State. So my 2 favorite football teams in the land are the Iowa State Cyclones for college and the 49ers for pros. This guy's played for both now. So, of course, he's a fan favorite of mine now. I have to pick him. We're pretty deep, so I'm not sure if he's going to make the team or not out of training camp. I sure hope he does, because it'd be cool to have a Cyclone on the team. If he doesn't, I'll probably have to put Mike Upati or Joe Staley in his place on my top 3 offensive players list. Our offensive line is so strong and dominant. You got to give some love to them, because I really think our offensive line, is what makes our team go. They make Frank Gore look great. They make Kaepernick or Alex Smith, whoever's back there, look great. They're just so dominant. They're tremendous front 5 to have on the offense. So those are my 6 guys. Thank you, Willis, Jokin' Asian, for putting on this contest. I just found out about you through a couple other guys who did videos for this contest, so I'm excited to watch your videos and get to know your collection a little better. Everybody, go check Willis out, get into his contest, and thank you again, Willis, for putting this one on.